It's time to experience something glorious. Unacademy Combat. Compete, crack, conquer.
A challenging GATE contest engineered to give you an experience like none other.
Where you put your knowledge to test
and battle it out with the best.
To bring out the best in you, Unacademy Combat is the most competitive, gamified contest for GATE till date, with the best of the questions by best educators.
with detailed video solutions from top educators right after each contest.
Combat live with peers to get real-time rankings and win big.
Participate in every contest to improve your ratings.
Challenging contests every fortnight or alternate Sunday. Live ranking after every question. Big rewards for top rankers. Your passion to crack GATE deserves this. Your hard work towards your dream deserves this. Fuel your inner fire for the ultimate GATE challenge. Unacademy Combat. Register now.
Hi, good evening, one and all. Hi, good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to Unacademy. Yes, we are left out with one topic in project management, as many students were asking to deal that. Yes, I will be dealing types of cost estimates, depreciation cost, and what are the methods to calculate depreciation cost. So these are the two topics left over. Today I will deal it at stretch. Now please join the session and hit the like button here. Now before starting the session, let me introduce myself. This is NLN Sarma, and these are my scores in different examinations, and these are my credentials. Now when you use my code NLN10, apart from the 10% discount what you get, now you will get guidance of all these subjects from me. Now why me? I am ranked 33 in overall category of GATE and ESE and rank 1 in math and chemistry category. I have dealt more than 50,000 plus students till date for CAT, UPSC and GATE and ESE. Now is it only me when you use my code? No, you will get my entire group guidance right from Bhima sir, Vishal sir, at last finally to me. Now many students were asking me what are the advantages when you choose Iconic over Plus. Now in Plus you will be getting your classes on live pattern, which will be in English and Hindi, and you will be exposed with different types of courses and batches, right? Comprehensive course, crash course, rank improvement batch, doubt solving sessions, weekly tests. Now you will get all these things in Iconic. In Iconic exclusively you will be getting a personal coach, and one more exclusive thing here, when you buy Iconic you can get access to Ravindra Babu Raula sir's Raudra's channel, complete coding classes. Access will be given for Iconic subscription aspirants, right? So apart from this personal coach will be helpful to analyze your mistakes so that their mistakes can be rectified and your score can be boosted. Now when you choose for Plus and when you are opting for 24-month subscription, it will be costing you on an average of 50 rupees per day, where you will get India's the best educators to teach for you. Now when you use my code NLN10, you will get 10% discount. After 10% discount, the price will be 39,600, and for 12 months the price will be 27,225 after discount when you use my code NLN10, and this is for 18 months. Coming to Iconic, it will be 45,225 after discount when you use my code NLN10 for 12 months, and this is for 24 months. Yes, if you are expecting more discount, do try to write combat, which happens on every Sunday, and the next combat will be on June 27th sharp 11 AM. Based on the score that you obtain in combat, yes, you can get at least 25% to 100% discount. Yeah, do try to unlock the combat using my code NLN10. Yes, everybody know the price is going to hike, and beat the price hike by joining Plus before the price hikes, right? And today only a fresh batch have started, Lakshya batch. So those who are interested and serious, do try to subscribe to Plus using my code NLN10. Chalo, I'll not waste your time here. I'm really sorry for the late, because I have started the class late little bit. I am in one more session. So chalo, so we have left out only with one topic. So do anybody there in the class, right? Just ping me with hi so that I can understand. Hit the like button to know the attendance here. Now we started a topic called types of cost estimates, and I have discussed only some part because That part is more than enough for your examination. But recent developments, previous year, there are some questions which were asked on depreciation. So I will discuss those points also. Types of cost estimates. So for having tenders, right, and contracts, you have to estimate. Hi Sagar. You have to estimate the price of the project. Am I right? Or how much cost will be done? So I will be explaining this. Types of cost estimates. I will write it a little bit fast here today. So don't worry. Now, how many types of cost estimates will be there? There will be three types of cost estimates, right? Conceptual cost estimate, semi-detailed cost estimate, detailed cost estimate. So let us discuss one by one, right? So the first one is conceptual cost estimate. Now, on what basis this cost estimate will be there? I will brush up the basics which I have done in the previous class. Then you can understand the point very well here. Conceptual cost estimate. Now, one bullet point regarding this here, as we have done in the previous class itself. Can anybody say in the comment section box? Where is Amit? Right? It is based on, anybody? It is based on cost of unit price of the item. So this estimating method will be based on cost per unit item. So this is the point that you have to take, cost per unit item. Now, is there any other name for this conceptual cost estimate? Yes, this is also known as analogy cost estimate. Also, we can call it as rough estimate. We can call it as preliminary estimate. We can call it as feasibility estimate. There are many names for this. So I'll write down all those names. Once it was asked in the examination, right? Also known as, automatically by the classification itself you can understand this is rudimentary, right? Rough. This is called rough estimate. Sometimes you call it as preliminary, means so primary. You call this as analogy. Analogy means just comparing. Analogy means just comparing, not deep down comparing, a primary comparison, right? Preliminary, and again this is also called as feasibility estimate. Whether it can happen or not, that only can be done with these estimates. Now, for which type of projects you do these estimates here? Can anybody say in the comment section box? Ab dekho, first of all, this conceptual cost estimate usually done by owner, not an engineer, not a contractor, usually done by owner. Okay. Now, when can owner do this cost estimate? Can anybody say in the comment section box? The owner can do this cost estimate when details available are less than 30% regarding the project. Whatever we are speaking, it is regarding the project only, ma'am. Available less than, sorry, I'll write down like this, when details available less than 20%, 30% I can take down like this. So by doing this cost estimate, now nothing is perfect in nature here, everything is probabilistic. How much error rate will you get while doing this conceptual cost estimate? Can anybody say the error rate will be? Will it be high or low? The error rate will be 10 to 20%. So by doing this cost estimate, the owner can make an error rate of 10 to 20%. Now, what are the methods to do this conceptual cost estimate? There are three methods here. There are three methods to do this conceptual cost estimate. Now, what are those three methods? The first method is unit cost method. And the next one is, can anybody say? Next one is factor method. Be active in the comment section box. Don't worry whether you are right or wrong, answer it check it whether you are wrong. That's it. No issues there. And last one is simulation method. Am I right or wrong? So in this three methods, अब देखो, if it is MBA, if you are doing from an IIM, yes, I have to say each and every point, but IES, right, read whatever needed, right, don't go with more things, right, simulation method. So in these three methods, so factor method and simulation method, already you have learned this previously, right, in quantitative techniques, Delphi technique and all those things. Let's learn this unit cost method, which is important for this conceptual cost estimate. अब देखो, so I'll write down this unit cost method as UCM, so to avoid writing again. So let's see this UCM method in detail. This is much more important here. Now UCM. Now in this unit cost method, automatically see here, unit cost is generally, as you said, that unit cost per item, unit cost per unit item, right? Unit cost is generally prepared anybody having the idea? Unit cost is generally prepared using previous project data, as this is a dynamic data, as the data might change dynamic, not in a static manner. Ab dekho, see here, in 2010, if onion price is 10, if 2011 12 rupees, in 2012 14 rupees, so the growth is same, 2 rupees, right? It is static, but we don't know whether it becomes 100 or whether it becomes 80. It might decrease, it might increase. Already we have seen this technique called in PERT analysis, right? Time estimates. It might be optimistic, it might be pessimistic, it might be most likely time. Am I right or wrong? Yes or no? So the same thing will be applicable here also. Okay, so unit cost will be calculated by this formula, and you know, most likely time will be given a weighted average. What weighted average? 4 weighted average. Am I right or wrong? A plus 4B plus C divided by 6. Array, yeah, you students have asked me this class and I have scheduled it, but nobody is there in the class, and you ask everything to happen, right? Now C represents maximum cost, or you call it as pessimistic cost. Pessimistic, right? The maximum extent, or automatically see here, A represents your minimum cost of previous data, previous project data, maximum cost of previous project data, minimum cost of previous project. So this is what I have to take on. Now what will be representing, anybody? Which will be average, or you call it as most likely. Will you accept with me? Yes, perfectly done. B represents average cost. So by this we can now see here, you wrote three costs here: minimum cost, average cost, maximum cost. Now this minimum, maximum and average cost depends upon what factors? Am I right? Ab dekho yaar, simple example, right? Simple example. So in my childhood, say cinema movie ticket used to be 5 rupees. Is it the same today? Can I prepare my project on the same price what I have seen movie in my small, right? Am I right or wrong? Yes or no? Can I see a movie with the same price? No, I cannot see a movie with the same price. The project cost might get increased, right? Sometimes it might be decreased, might be I might not take the theater data, right? Your mobile data. What happens there? In 2010, my phone bill used to be 4,000, 5,000. Right now, my phone bill is 590 rupees only, right? Now it got decreased. So it can be anything happen, right? That's what my idea. It can anything happen. So these adjustments, how these price adjustments happen? So these adjustments are needed for unit cost for sure. Now how it will decrease, how it will increase, right? We will see it. adjustments are needed in unit cost. Can anybody say what are those adjustments needed? Now these adjustments are needed for time. Am I right or wrong? As I said, 2015 the price, my phone bill was 4,000. Right now it is 599 only. What happened there? Sometimes up देखो, see here, 1 GB of 4G data here is some 30 rupees or 20 rupees, but in USA it is too costly. Mobile data is too costly in USA. Sometimes it might be of size also. Am I right or wrong? Ab dekho, my friend have built a house in 2 hectares. How can I take the same size to my house which I built in 100 square yards? Both will be completely contrasting and different. Am I right or wrong? So these things has to be considered. So ab dekho, everybody know. So I'll write down the point and also the formula here. Adjustment. So ab dekho, see here. Can anybody say in the comment section box? Can anybody say in the comment section box? Increase in price is what called? Decrease in price is what called? What is the terminology that we use? Can anybody say? Somebody said that, right? My mobile data price was decreased when compared to previous year, but my onion prices have increased when compared to my petrol prices also. So what happened there? Increase is called, decrease is called. Can anybody say in the comment section box? Adjustment between two projects. Adjustment between two projects represents, anybody? Whether it is right or wrong, try to answer this, right? Represents, no answers, right? Represents inflation and deflation of the cost of raw material of whatever the thing, right? Interest rate, not amendment. Sagar Varma, very good. It is inflation, very good. Represents relative inflation as we are comparing with previous years. So I have to write down the term called relative. Relative inflation. Decrease is called deflation. If increase is called inflation, decrease will be called deflation. That's it. That's the point there. Got, I mean, inflation deflation will be of cost, will be my bank interest rate here. My home loan interest rate was right now very cheap. 10 years back it used to be 11, now it is 8.5 only, and I am getting PM Yojana also 3 lakhs. So the benefits are more right now. So difference is there now. Yes, difference will be there. So how to calculate this adjustment cost for time? So I'll write down the formula here for the time. Adjustment cost can be written like this: cost index of current year, cost index for current year divided by cost index for year of sample project, for year of sample project. For year of sample project. Got my point there? So I'll multiply with the factor called cost of previous project. Am I right or wrong? That you have to know now. Cost of previous project. Yes, perfectly done. So I can take down this point there. Now what about adjustment of location? Can anybody say? I'll write down the point here. You can easily say, I said one more point, right? 1 GB of 4G data here in India is dead cheap when compared to 1 GB of mobile data in USA. USA is too costly. That's why most of the people use Wi-Fi only. Can anybody say in the comment section box? So the tender prices vary according to the region of the country. Am I right or wrong? So I can write down this point there according to country. Where do you live also? Or otherwise I can write down like this. Sometimes ab dekho, everybody know South Delhi is the costliest area when compared to all other parts of Delhi. So I can write down according to region of the country also. Living in Bombay is too costly when compared to living in Hyderabad. Am I right or wrong? Yes. So that's the logic there. So I can write down like this. Construction. So this is what, right? If I construct a apartment in Bombay, it will be too costly when compared to a construction in Hyderabad. Living standards, yes, Sagar also gave me one more point. Construction cost of the project. So I am considering one city. Let us consider Delhi. Your wish, right? What city shall I consider, right? Or I don't say very big name here. I'll write on Delhi, which is very easy to write. चार word का नाम ना. So the formula will be cost index. अब देखो यार, this might be decreasing value, this might be increasing value when compared to your sample project. So comparison is your own wish. When compared to Delhi, so the denominator, if I write down Delhi, Hyderabad is cheapest. So I am comparing Hyderabad with Delhi, right? City A divided by, so I am comparing with it, I am comparing Delhi with one more city. So that might be increasing. Delhi is good. I stay in Delhi only now. Cost index of previous project city. Previous project city. Okay, done. So what is the factor that has to be multiplied? Cost of previous project. So this is what your comparison will be. Cost of previous project. Done, right? So अब देखो in the same size, size can be easily defined here, as I said now, right? So Sagar Verma is too rich. Now he built a house in 2 acres. So I cannot compare with him. I cannot compare the cost what he has incurred in building his home with the size of home what I am building. Am I right or wrong? Automatically the change will be there for sure. So sometimes ab dekho yaar, all these factors will be combinedly together also. So that will be called combined adjustment. Sometimes time, sometimes location, sometimes size, all together come at once. Am I right or wrong? So which is called combined adjustment. So combined adjustment can be written as previous cost into time adjustment. अब देखो यार, adjustment I am writing down it as A to avoid repetition, right? Time adjustment into location adjustment into how much size adjustment. Okay, this is a combined thing. So this is what called unit cost method. Once this question was asked in the examination, that's why I'm dealing it in detail. So ab dekho, we started with types of cost estimates. With conceptual cost estimate, I have dealt all those things. What about the remaining types of cost estimates? Yes, we will see the remaining types of cost estimates. The second one is semi detailed. Now you have done only rough estimate right now, as the synonym is rough estimate or analogy estimate, right? Comparing with Ambani house with the house in Bandra, right? Now, up dekho, as I said, in this conceptual cost estimate, owner will do this cost estimate. Now, the semi-detailed cost estimate will be done by engineer to prepare tender notice. Prepared by engineer to prepare tender notice. Okay, now next point. So when, for which type of projects will you prepare the semi-detailed cost estimates? Suitable when you know 30 to 80% of the documents available. Suitable when 30 to 80% of the documents are available. I think you got my point there. Yes. Now, how much will be the error rate when you do this semi-detailed cost estimate? Can anybody say? It will be 5 to 10%. Now, rough estimate, it will be 10 to 20%. It will be 5 to 10%. You might think the value is less, but this error rate will lead to huge losses also. Yes. Now, let us come to the next one called detailed estimate. Detailed cost estimate. So, I used to stay in Paryavaran complex, Sagar, in Delhi, near Saket metro. Detailed cost estimate. Now, who will be doing this detailed cost estimate? This detailed cost estimate will be done by contractor, now in this method what happens there, quantity of the item will be multiplied with cost of that item is multiplied with cost per unit item. That's the thing then. Now, when will you do this detailed cost estimate? Now, when 80 to 100% data is available, you can do detailed cost estimate. Now, how much will be the error rate? Can anybody say in the comment section box? What will be the error rate? Right, error rate will be 2 to 4% error rate will be there, which is the lowest one. Now, you have to know the methods that are used in direct cost estimate. The methods. So, I'll write down those things, right? So, what are the methods? Where shall I write down here? Methods used to calculate detailed cost estimates. Very less, yes. So the methods are, the first one, individual wall, or you call it as separate wall, or you call it as short or long wall method. Short and long wall method. So little bit clumsily I am writing only this point. The other method is central line method. So the names are enough here. There is no need of procedures because we have to learn more procedures. It is not that important, right? That's why unit cost method is the only thing that is asked in your syllabus also. Right. Come to the next one. We have to learn some more points, right? Credit rating for the building, right? Ab dekho, I want to do a business. So if I want to go for a loan, what will be the rating given by the agencies? What will be the rating given by the by the banks? Or otherwise I have to learn different types of value, salvage value, depreciation. Already we have learned salvage value in the previous classes itself. We have to learn more values like scrap value, book value, right? And we have to calculate all those things. So the next concept that we have to deal is cost overrun. Cost overrun. Can anybody say what is this cost overrun that can be easily defined? Ab dekho, see here, when before start of the project, you have estimated a cost of 5 lakh here to complete the entire design studio. At last, finally, it happened 7 lakh. So automatically extra 2 lakhs has to be taken out from your pocket, which is nothing but called cost overrun. Am I right or wrong? Increase in project cost. Increase in project cost over and above estimated project cost. Over and above estimated project cost. And I said the second point, credit rating, right? So ab dekho, see here, entire money cannot be taken from your hand to build a project. Am I right or wrong? Some you need as a loan also. So how a bank or a financial institution will provide a loan for you? So they have to know whether you are in a position of repaying capacity or not. Am I right or wrong? To know that, automatically your projects will be given rating and you will also be given rating on individual basis. So that credit rating is nothing but called an evaluation of. Can anybody say on what terms will you be evaluated? On what terms will you be evaluated? An evaluation of. Waiting for your answer. Financial trustworthiness. Am I right or wrong? If Sagar Verma gives me some amount as a loan to me, so first of all he has to trust me, and again the second thing is he has to think that I have repayment capacity. If I don't have repayment capacity, why Sagar will give me a loan? Am I right or wrong? To check all these things is called credit rating. And finally I will be speaking about this as trustworthiness. Trustworthiness. Yes or no? Right, of a company sometimes or an individual, both are considered. So for what you will take a loan here, can anybody say in the comment section box? That has to be written, right? To meet some obligations, right? It might be anything. To meet some obligations. And that obligation might be your project stall, I mean to increase your business. Am I right or wrong? Many factors will be there. So who will be giving this credit rating for you? So such organizations in India are, first one is CRISIL. Such organization in India is called CRISIL. Can anybody say the full form of CRISIL? Anybody? Credit Rating and Information Service of India Limited. Credit Rating and Information Service of India Limited. So can you observe it, right? And my head is obstructing you. Done. And coming to next one is ICRA. I'll write down from here. ICRA. ICRA is nothing but called Investment and Credit Rating Agency of India Limited. Investment and Credit Rating Agency. . of India Limited. Now, can anybody say one more organization? Last one. One more organization. Apart from ICRA, the next one is CARE. CARE full form is Credit Analysis and Research Limited. Credit Analysis and Research Limited. Which is called CARE. Now, these are the three organizations which are working in India to give the credit rating there. So, coming to next one, before discussing depreciation, so I want you guys to know about capital cost. Now, what is this capital cost? So, anybody in the comment section box, what is this capital cost? Ab dekho, for suppose, let us take some, you have a 10 acres of land here. You want a maize cutting machine as you are growing maize in your fields. So you bought a machine of 5 lakh worth. Now that is called capital cost. Am I right or wrong? So ab dekho, I will write down this thing, or otherwise I can write down in one more format also. Cost of investment. Cost of investment. Required for acquiring an asset. Required for acquiring an asset. Ab dekho, you have acquired an asset, I accept it. For how many years will you use it? Ab dekho, see here, I bought a tractor for 5 lakhs here. It worked for 5 years. It worked for 5 years. So this 5 lakhs is nothing but the investment that I have incurred on the tractor for working for 5 years only. Am I right or wrong? So will my 5 lakhs will be helpful in 6th year? Automatically its shelf life is over now. How can it work for 6th year? So I can write down in this way also, acquiring asset. So it is not only buying, right? For how many years you are using that 5 lakhs is also important, and that is called capital cost, right? Let us suppose like this, right? Suppose this equipment, this asset or machine is used for 5 years. For suppose machine is used for 5 years. Ab dekho, now you bought this asset for, let us suppose take 5 lakh. This means, so I am writing down cost of the investment. Let us take an example. I will take example as 5 lakh. 5 lakh is taken out from your pocket for this tractor. Right now, this means this 5 lakh is spent during 5 years. Am I right or wrong? Will you accept with me? Spent for 5 years, spent during 5 years. Am I right or wrong? So even though you bought at the first day, this 5 lakh will be useful for 5 years. Am I right or wrong? Yes. Now see here, as this capital cost is spent in 5 years. So what I will do is, we don't know anything to calculate first. I have not discussed any methods for you. So what I will do is, we can arrive. So this 5 lakh I have used each year equivalently, right? So 1 year for 3 lakhs, now 1 year for 1 lakh, 1 year for 50 lakh, right? I have used this tractor equally for all the years. So automatically I can do the same thing, right? We can arrive uniform. I am taking this as a base here. Some might think, sir, I bought this for 5 lakh, I will use this 5 lakh for the first year only. So it might also happen, that is a special case. Now the basic case is usage of this 5 lakh equally every year, means 1 lakh. So that point I will be taking as uniform annual equivalent, uniform annual equivalent UAE of capital cost, UAE of capital cost. So that UAE, I'll take it as X. Already we have dealt the same concept in the previous class, right? Discounted annual outcomes, right? We have discussed about discounted annual factors, right? We have discussed about this. Ab dekho, this is the total 5 lakhs that you have invested. Let us take suppose 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs. Now this will be discounted. X is the uniform factor that we will be using in the first year, 1 plus R. In the second year it will be x plus 1 plus r whole square. We have discussed the same points in the class here. Plus x by so on. As it is 5 years, we have to calculate for 5 years. X divided by 1 plus r whole to the power of 5. Now r is nothing but called interest rate. Everybody know about this. Interest rate. I think I am clear regarding this. So this is the way to calculate capital cost, as we have done in discounting factors also the same thing. I think I am clear. Yes. So after this capital cost, we have to discuss about one more part, which ab dekho yaar, you have bought the tractor. Now, can you use the tractor completely for 5 years without any maintenance or without any repair? These two things will happen for sure. If you don't maintain it perfectly, if you don't repair it in a timely manner, automatically the end period, if its physical life will be 10 years, it will damn surely will be below less than 10 years only. Am I right or wrong? Yes. So the other cost that you have to invest is operating and maintenance cost. Operating and maintenance cost. Now everybody know that what is the maintenance cost and what is the average operating cost that you maintain definitions, right? So in this operations and maintenance cost, yes. And already we have discussed this point in standard quality practice here. Reliability of a product is nothing but a function of time. When will be your reliability of a product 100%? Can anybody, R as a function of time will be equal to 100% when? Can anybody say in the comment section box, when your time is equal to 0? You bought a brand new bike right now at 3:45 p.m. What will be the reliability of the product? 100%. Upon time increasing, the reliability of the product will be decreased. Am I right or wrong? So we are speaking about quality in those topics. As we are more focused on our financial terms, I am writing down depreciation here. So this is regarding the money, this is regarding the quality. We have seen the same thing in quality, right? Am I right or wrong? Now we will be seeing about the money decrease, their monetary value decrease. So in accountancy, what do you call depreciation? Can anybody say in the comment section box? In accountancy, Polo beta, what do you call as depreciation? Anybody waiting for the answers? What do you call depreciation? In accountancy, depreciation is nothing but called loss of value of an asset. Loss of value of an asset. Am I right or wrong? Will the bike price will be same after 2 years of your purchase? No. There will be some depreciation. Your tires will get weared off. Your brakes will be get loosened. Am I right or wrong? Your smoothness of the engine will be reduced. All these things happen upon usage. So business over time. Am I right or wrong? Yes or no? So this is regarding quality, and depreciation is regarding the financial terms, right? A monetary value. So observe the difference between the things what we have discussed in two different topics in this ESE GS. Yes. And how do you calculate? So for calculation of depreciation, we consider 4 inputs here, and we will be discussing all those things in detail. Don't worry. For calculation, we require 4 inputs. Now everybody know already, we have discussed the one input in the previous, just now 2 minutes back. When will be the reliability 100%? When you bought exactly now, means purchase value of the asset. अब देखो, I bought a bike with 1,20,000. Now this is called purchase value of the asset. This is the first input. What will be the second input, right? Salvage value. Now I have discussed the salvage value in detail regarding the class in financial techniques also. Salvage value is nothing but called residual value. So you have used this bike for 4 years. After 4 years, what will be the price of your bike is nothing but called salvage value, depreciation value. Subtracting this will get you the present value, residual value. Up they go again. I can write down like this: salvage value, residual value at the end of useful life. So what we call this useful life here? Estimated life of an asset. This useful life is nothing but called estimated life of an asset. So that's the point that you have to take on, right? And then, yes, you have to know the methods used for calculation. Salvage value is over. Estimated life of an asset, shelf life, that is the third point. Fourth point, methods used for calculation. What are the methods that you use for calculating the depreciation? So we will be seeing in detail regarding this calculation, methods used for calculation for depreciation. So automatically you know this point, so I'll write down only like this: methods used for, right? Double line method, right? We'll calculate this one, sinking fund method, all these things in detail. Now coming to the next one, everybody know how many types of depreciation will be there. How many types of depreciation will be there? Can anybody say in the comment section box? General thing. The first one is physical depreciation. Right, and the next one is functional depreciation. And what is the next one? Can anybody say? Next one is contingent depreciation. Now everybody know physical depreciation is nothing but called physical impairment. Can anybody give me one example for this physical impairment? Physical impairment of the good or of the machinery, whatever the thing, right? Physical impairment. So I can take down an example as wear and tear. Wear and tear, right? Upon using this machinery continuously, automatically the ball bearings, everything will get softened, right? Will be get reduced. This is called wear and tear, fatigue. Now what is called functional depreciation? That is the main point there. Functional depreciation is nothing but called as, can anybody say in the comment section box? Functional depreciation is also called as obsolescence. Now this was the question asked in your examination, right? What is the other name for functional depreciation called? It is called obsolescence. Now what is this obsolescence? Loss in value of an asset. Can anybody say? Ab dekho, see here, you run a photography shop here. Now you are using a photo, I mean you are using a camera which was 1990 model, which was outdated, out fashioned, right, which is not presently using it, not present design. Right now everybody is using 12, 13, 25, 100 megapixel cameras also, right? So automatically you are outdated. Obsolescence is nothing but called outdated only, right? Loss of value in asset. Your 1990 camera will be sold for 500 or 300 rupees right now at most. That too on a vintage activity. Due to change in fashion. Am I right or wrong? So your tailoring machines also. The tailor who is not updated to the fashion automatically, right? The music director who is not updated to the fashion will be obsolete now. Fashion design. I think I am clear regarding this. Yes or no? Yes. Now we have discussed about salvage value in the previous calculations itself. Now let us discuss the difference between salvage value, scrap value, book value. Are the same? If they are same, why three definitions? If they are different, what are the exact definitions? So these three you have to know in order to clearly understand the calculations of depreciation. Scrap value, and I call this as book value. Right. Let me know salvage value. Now अब देखो salvage मतलब resale. मतलब see here, I have used my phone for 3 years. It is working in best condition. So there will be certainly resale value. Am I right or wrong? So I can write down like this: value of an asset or a property at the end of utility period. At the end of utility period, without dismantling, without dismantling. Without dismantling. Yes. Now let's find out the difference. Now what is scrap value then? I'll give a demarcation, then you can get more clarity. What is scrap value then? Anybody? Ab dekho, see here utility period without dismantling. Now here the utility to be zero means completely dead, which is not usable again. So utility to be zero. Now I can write down like this: utility to be zero. In one word, can anybody say this is useless? Except for sale of scrap. Except for sale as junk or scrap. For sale as junk or scrap. I think you can understand this. So what will be the book value then? I'll write down the points there. Anybody? Book value then. So I wrote 3 points there: scrap value, salvage value, book value. So book value is nothing but value of the asset. So I think you cannot observe this, but you can hear my voice at value of the asset shown in account book. Shown in account book. In that particular year. Done? Right. So I can write down in one statement what is book value here as a formula. I can write down book value as, anybody, original cost minus total depreciation at that particular point of time. Let us suppose after 2 years total depreciation matlab the total time period and the value together, right? Money into time completed together is total depreciation, will be given as book value. Right, as we have seen, what are the 4 inputs that we have to take? One is methods for calculation. Now let us see in detail regarding the depreciation calculations in particularly. So let's come to the next. Before going to this depreciation calculations, we have to learn some terminologies which we frequently observe in the formulas. Depreciation calculations. So in depreciation calculations, the first term that we have to use is CI. Now CI is nothing but initial cost initial cost of an asset at 0 time. Am I right or wrong? Initial cost of an asset at 0 time. Now, what total cost will be included here? I'll write down those total costs, right? This CI will include and everybody know, first of all, ab dekho, see here, I bought a bike here, include cost of an asset. Sometimes I booked a bike in some city, I have to get that to my city, which is nothing but transportation charge. Or otherwise, let us take a simple example here. I bought an AC, cost of AC plus transportation charge of the AC to bring to my home, plus I need installation charges also. So I can add all those points applicable as per the asset that I bought there. Am I right or wrong? Based upon the asset. So CI includes all these things. Yes, perfectly. And CS is nothing but called salvage value, means your depreciation value. I already gave you the definition in the previous slide. Salvage value, value of an asset at the end of utility period without dismantling. Salvage value. Coming to next one, N, life of an asset. One second here. Right, life of an asset. Right, come to the next one, BM. Can anybody say what is this BM? Book value of the asset automatically see here after how many years, at the end of certain particular period. It might be not complete asset shelf life, right? Sometimes I buy a car and I resell it within 2 years, right? Although my shelf life is 10 years, my car's physical life is 10 years. So because I might get bored, I want to go to a new model, all these things, right? Obsolescence, right? At the end of period M, so I'll take a certain years, not complete physical life of the car. Some might use complete physical life of the car, but I am not taking down that M. Now these are the points that you have to consider in depreciation calculations. Now let's go for the methods. There are 3 methods, right? Straight line method, declining balance method, double declining balance method, and the last one is sinking fund method. So 3 methods are there. I'll be completing in 10 minutes, don't worry. So first come to the first one, straight line. Where do we use these things? That also you have to know. Straight line method. What is the straight line method? Ab dekho, see here, in this asset is assumed. The condition that you have to take is asset is assumed. to lose value at a constant rate every year. Ab dekho, if I buy a car, so the depreciation value will be 10,000 first year, 10,000 second year, 10,000 third year, which might not be practically impossible, but this method takes this condition. Asset is assumed to lose, as we have taken in the previous capital cost value, lose value by a constant amount every year. By a constant amount every year. So see here, I'll take down like this. D is nothing but called depreciation here. Ab dekho, I'll write down D is nothing but called depreciation. Here onwards I'll write down the same thing. Ab dekho, DM is nothing but called depreciation after M years, which will be nothing but called CI, initial value minus salvage value divided by number of years of the asset will be given in this formula. So everybody know depreciation value for M years will be equal to D1 will be equal to D2 will be equal to so on, right? Am I right or wrong? At last, finally, if you take DN, it will be equal to DN only. So what will be the book value of the asset after M years, which is nothing but initial value CI minus, you have to remove this for M years. This will be the depreciation CI. Am I right or wrong? CI minus CS divided by N is nothing but called your book value after M years. Is it clear? This is the formula. Mere substitution of the formulas will be your methods here, and you need not worry regarding this. Once observe this and let me know any doubts here. So where do we use this straight line method? You might get that doubt also, right? As you have given 4 methods, for which type of assets I have to use this straight line method. So I have to use this straight line method. So it is used for assets. Now this was the question which was asked exactly previous year here. Used for assets which doesn't have obsolescence. Means ab dekho, so there will be no such value called scrap value, because there is no obsolescence, right? It will not get end, which doesn't have obsolescence. Ab dekho, count down this point there, which doesn't have obsolescence. Okay, this is called straight line method. I think I am clear regarding this. Yes. Now let's come to the next method, which is called declining balance method. Ab dekho, see here, nobody consider the same depreciation every year here. Am I right or wrong? Your first year depreciation will be less because the usage value will be less now. Upon your increasing your usage value, your depreciation value will also be high. So declining balance method, or you famously call this as constant percentage method. Ab dekho, here in the previous case you have taken value, now you have to take constant percentage every year. So that's the difference between declining balance method and straight line method. Right? In this method, everybody know by the term itself, it is self-explanatory. Asset is assumed to lose value. Asset is assumed to lose value. Asset is assumed to lose value annually at a constant percentage. Am I right or wrong? Annually. So I'll write down this point once again. Array, 1 second. Annually at constant percentage. Right, of its book value. Now this constant percentage is nothing but taken as FDB. This constant percentage is nothing but taken as FDB in the calculations here. So I will show you how to calculate this. Now see here, a little bit you have to focus 1 minute, right? Roshan, is it mechanical also matlab? Can you be little bit clear? I forgot to observe your comment there. Depreciation for the year 1, D1. I will be taking as depreciation for first year. Depreciation for first year. So as you said that a constant percentage lose will be happen there. So CI will be initial value at 0th point of time into if you multiply FDB. So you'll be getting final value because FDB is the percentage lose that happened there. So that final value will get there. So book value will be how much? B1 will be nothing but called book value at the end of first year. Am I right or wrong? Yes. B1 I will be taking as book value at the end of first year. Now, can I take down like this? So, automatically initial value CI minus your salvage value will be nothing but depreciation value CECI into FDB. So, finally my book value 1 will be equal to CI 1 minus FDB. This is the book value for the first year. Now, is it the same for the second year? No, that you have to calculate. Ab dekho, I'll write down D2 will be the depreciation at the beginning of the first year. Ab dekho, depreciation at the starting of the first year will be equal to book value of the end of the first year. Will you accept this? Roshan, this is common. This is common for all the students here. Common for all the branches. D2 will be depreciation of ending of first year, or you can call it as depreciation at the end of first year, or you call this sorry I can call this as give me 1 second, I can call this as book value. D2 is nothing but called book value of beginning of second year. So this will be very good start to explain, or I can consider as, right? Can anybody say, or I can consider as depreciation at the end of first year, depreciation at the end of first year, or otherwise see here I can write down like this, not depreciation, I can write down this as book value at the end of first year. That will be very, very perfect. Book value at the end of BV is nothing but called book value at the end of first year. Now this will give you more clarity here, so that we don't have any confusion, right? Into again for every year you have to add your constant percentage decline. This will happen for sure. So automatically book value at the beginning of second year or book value at the end of first year is nothing but equal to CI into 1 minus FDB into FDB. Am I right or wrong? Now B2 value, book value at the end of second year. Am I right or wrong? Book value at the end of second year will be how much? Book value at the end of second year will be nothing but equal to, right, CI. Now this is the initial value. Am I right or wrong? CI minus, now this is the depreciation value, CI minus, this is the previous original value, not final, initial original value, FDB into FDB. Will you accept with me? अब देखो, one thing I can substitute, I can take common CI minus FDB. So what will be left over? 1 minus FDB will be left over. So I can write down this as CI into 1 minus FDB whole square. So by this I can easily write down my B3 value will be CI minus 1 minus FDB whole cube. So by this you can remember the final formula, just I have given you the derivation for you to understand it clearly. So at last, finally, if I want to calculate book value at the end of n years, now how will you calculate this? Now please let me know in this. So which will be called CS, final salvage value is CI, everybody know, 1 minus means final book value FDB whole to the power of n. Now how can you calculate FDB? That also you can easily calculate CS by CI. I can take down this as 1 minus CS by CI whole to the power of 1 by n. I think I am clear regarding this. Yes, and this will be helpful to understand. Last, give me 5 minutes, I'll complete it, right? So I have completed all the things there. Double declining method. Double declining balance method. What is this double declining balance method? Right, अब देखो, see here, double declining balance method I can take down like this: obsolescence before estimated life. So see here, अब देखो, I bought a bike here, its physical life is 10 years, but it got completely ruined in 5 years only. Means that it became obsolete before the estimated life only. Before the estimated life only. So finally done. So I can take down like this asset Am I audible? Am I audible? Please let me know, is there any issue there? Yes, please let me know, is there any issue there? Yes. अब देखो, double declining method. So I will be calculating like this. So asset, value of the asset assumed to lose value annually. So just give me 2 minutes here, we will be completing it. Annually by fixed factor. Previous case it was constant percentage, previous case straight line method it is constant amount. Now here fixed factor of book value. Fixed factor of book value. So which you call it as FDDB. FDDB. Now normally this FDDB value is calculated like this here. Double to be n. 2 by n. That's it. This is the only way, right? Done. Now coming to the last one, sinking fund. Arey yaar, we left out with one page na. I'll do one thing. I'll use this page. Right, done. Now the next one is sinking, last one, which is very easy. अब देखो what the thing done is, so see here at last finally I have bought a machinery. After first year the machinery value got depreciated to some x value, so you will be keeping that x value in a fund called sinking fund, and for this sinking fund you will be getting interest, compound interest annually also. So let us suppose take you have thrown away this machinery after 4 years, so the value of the sink fund at the end of 4 years will give you the depreciation value, that is nothing but called sinking fund. So that is nothing but called sinking fund. So I'll be writing down this in a point there, sinking fund method. What is sinking fund? That I have explained you right now, right? Value of an asset decreases. Value of an asset decreases in an increasing rate. Matlab dekho, if the value of an asset decrease 10 rupees this year, it will be 20 rupees next year, 30 rupees decrease in an increasing manner, right? So the decrease value will be 10, the decrease value will be 20, the decrease value will be 30. This decreasing value will be at an increasing rate, decreases at an increasing rate. So this is one point that you have to consider there. And the next thing is, what is this sinking fund? अब देखो everybody know, just now I have explained you equal amount which you call it as depreciation. I will write down this equal amount as D is assumed to be deposited Now see here, this equal amount assumed to be deposited is nothing but called a sinking fund. At the end of each year of asset life, that is what मैंने बोला ना, if I take my asset life has 5 years, so first year some 10 rupees depreciation happened, so I'll take the 10 rupees and I'll keep in a sinking fund. Next year 20 rupees should happen because it has to increase, 20 rupees has to be given in the sinking fund. At the end of each year of asset life, right? Ab dekho, see here, this sinking fund you will also get interest, you will also get compound interest annually, that you have to take on. Matlab after, let us suppose 5 years your complete shelf life of the product is done. Now if you open up your sink fund, ab dekho the original amount plus the compound interest obtained on that sinking fund also will be available for you, so you will get compound interest annually also. So automatically I can write down my formula as DM, depreciation after m years, will be equal to depreciation D into 1 plus I into m minus 1 is the formula that you have to use. Now formulas nobody is asking now, because because these calculations are very huge. ESE doesn't have any calc, so that's why they are avoiding these calculations, but the formula you have to take on. Now these are the methods for calculation of depreciation, and some students have asked me, sir, and you didn't explain me annuity calculation. Arey yaar, annuity is nothing but, ab dekho what the amount that you obtain after 1 year. I have already discussed with you in discounting factors, future value factors, all things I have discussed in NPVs, right? So once go through that, annuity is nothing but amount that you obtain after 1 year. It might be simple interest, might be compound interest based upon the value there, but normally future value calculations will be towards compound interest only. Okay, I think I am clear. By this I have completed project management in detailedly completely. Okay, so I think there is no doubt regarding this. Once go through the videos, then you can get clarity. And everybody know, from tomorrow 2 p.m. I will be starting general aptitude for GATE 2022 and I will start with new syllabus called spatial aptitude. I'll start the new syllabus. Avinash sir will start normal arithmetic, okay? So those who wish, you can join the new syllabus, right? Spatial aptitude. And on GATE CE channel, I am going to start project management crash course. And already Murgang sir have started ecology crash course. So do try to use this, which will be from 10 AM. Okay. And my final request is, as I deal with CAT, UPSC and GATE and ESE category, those who wish me be your guide, you can use my code to get plus subscription. So you can use my code for iconic subscription. You can use my code for unlocking combats. Yes, you can use my code to unlock free classes on Unacademy, and the price for plus for 12 months will be 27,225 after discount when you use my code NLN 10, and this is for 18 and 24 months. Okay, Sagar, thank you. So I'll be doing in the best manner only here. So for iconic, the price will be 45,225 when you use after discount, when you use my code NLN10 for 12 months, and for 24 months the price will be this. Many were watching recorded videos. Yes, fine, very good. At last finally the content has to reach you. Now do try to follow me on the Unacademy app. This is the link to follow me on the app. Download the app and follow me. I will be conducting ESE test series from Friday. So do try to attend each and every test. That will be very helpful for you. So that will certainly boost your score. Right. And please hit the like button if you like the session. Share it and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, and let's meet tomorrow 2 PM with GATE 2022 Spatial Aptitude. And stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
It's time to experience something glorious. Unacademy Combat. Compete, crack, conquer.
A challenging GATE contest engineered to give you an experience like none other.
where you put your knowledge to test.
and battle it out with a test.
To bring out the best in you,
Unacademy Combat is the most competitive, gamified contest for GATE till date, with the best of the questions by best educators.
With detailed video solutions from top educators right after each contest.
Combat live with peers to get real-time rankings and win big.
participate in every contest to improve your ratings.
Challenging contests every fortnight or alternate Sunday. Live ranking after every question. Big rewards for top rankers. Your passion to crack GATE deserves this. Your hard work towards your dream deserves this. Fuel your inner fire for the ultimate GATE challenge. Unacademy Combat. Register now. It's time to experience something glorious. Unacademy Combat. Compete, crack, conquer.
A challenging GATE contest engineered to give you an experience like none other.
Where you put your knowledge to test.
and battle it out with a test.
To bring out the best in you,
Unacademy Combat is the most competitive, gamified contest for GATE till date, with the best of the questions by best educators.
With detailed video solutions from top educators right after each contest.
Combat live with peers to get real-time rankings and win big.
participate in every contest to improve your ratings.
Challenging contests every fortnight or alternate Sunday. Live ranking after every question. Big rewards for top rankers. Your passion to crack GATE deserves this. Your hard work towards your dream deserves this. Fuel your inner fire for the ultimate GATE challenge. Unacademy